What secret code?
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Alan Wake. This is part 4. I'm Narcogen, and I'm here with Blackstar. Yeah, that's you. Wait till I call on you. Raise your hand.
No.
And Funkmon.
It's already up.
Funk, you there?
See, that's why I don't do that. Nobody gets their cues on time.
Nah, just don't even mention it.
I always think you guys do that on purpose.
And Malagate. I think Funk does do it on purpose.
I know he does. I absolutely know he does. He loves hearing dead air. I'm Al.
Jilly Bean can't be with us today. She's feeling under the weather, unfortunately.
Yeah, is she really under the weather, or was she having too much fun the night before? That's what I want to
know.
No,
she told me she had a cold, and I'll believe that.
She described the symptoms.
Yeah.
Oh, a cold.
Okay,
you worried about sniffling on the internet?
Last time we played this was actually right before Christmas, and Alan and Barry escaped to the farm, got drunk, and Alan had a flashback/nightmare.
I'm blaming the moonshine.
So we're gonna pick it up there.
Are we? Are we really?
And this is episode 5, The Clicker. Save is correct.
Wait, can you give me a longer recap of what just happened?
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al. Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
I'm sorry, was that supposed to be a dry heave?
I am never drinking again.
Yeah, sure.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, yeah, so they...
whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
even interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff.
Bret Easton Ellis.
Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist.
I think this guy's gonna die when he runs out of author names.
No, absolutely.
Wake, what's wrong?
So why are we in jail?
It's a trick. It's an obvious...
Oh, we got busted. The FBI busted through the door at the end of the last one.
I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Yeah, don't you remember?
They definitely modeled him after Sean Spicer, though.
More if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa!
Yeah, how else do you think they ended up in jail?
Stephen King, the only way you're leaving this place is alive.
Wait a minute. I know this.
Oh,
See?
Orson Scott Card got him. Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
That's where light is.
We're sitting
That's where your things are.
Stay cool.
Alan Wake must be the only guy with light.
Mm-hmm.
She's got NPC finger.
I'm waiting to find little light. Where's
Yeah,
my
so
ghost?
the longer recap was that we woke up in the insane asylum for creative types, and then like the darkness attacked, and Barry came and rescued us, and there was a hedge maze, and then we went to the farm where the 2 old heavy metal musicians had a bunch of moonshine, and
we had the dragon concert.
Yeah, we fought a tractor and a rock concert, and then got drunk and had a flashback.
Wait, what do I need to know?
And then the cops
what do you
came.
need from me?
I don't remember the cops coming. I suppose that must have happened.
How else do you think we got in jail?
I don't think they
just woke
showed that
up?
happen. I think it's just implied, though, that you pass out and you wake up in jail.
No. What's his name was pointing a gun at him.
Could be. I honestly don't remember it.
In the rescue chopper.
And neither does he.
Let's get back to your friend.
So there was a rock concert?
Oh yeah, that's like one of the best parts of the game.
Yeah, with the dragon and everything.
Is that sequence?
Friends who need to be warned about this, and
You can tell that he's smart because he has the elbow patches.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
Yeah, so in this level we'll be get to the chopper.
Is there any way I could order now?
And yeah, this is another thing that they had to crib from Twin Peaks, in that, you know, once it turns out you find out about the supernatural monster that's at the bottom of the lake, it turns out that everybody else already knew about it, and even it had formed a secret society in order to combat
Protect
it.
against it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I think in Twin
everybody
Peaks, I think it was
knows.
called the Good Old Boys or something like that.
Nightingale must
Yeah.
have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
With your flashlight,
Yes.
where
It's a
we'll
really
be out of range
dusty
of.
city.
Well, is it a city or is it more of a town? I mean, I always thought it was supposed to be kind of small and rustic.
It's the Taken.
I was thinking it was the black oil from the X-Files.
That too.
and every other.
In that case, it's sentient,
Dark
and we're
maniacal
killing
thing.
it,
I
right?
needed to reach the
Well, yeah.
rooftop
Yeah.
to get to the other side of the broken gate.
No.
But how could I do that without a ladder? I must do something
There's a ladder right
convoluted,
there.
Is there a
like
jump
push this
tool?
button. Find a way to access the rooftops. My God. Oh, more goop.
Herbs!
Now wait a minute. Would those birds like have a purple sheen to them? Did you see that?
They totally did.
All right, it wasn't just me then. All right, I saw that. I wasn't sure if it was color settings or whether these are supposed to be significant in
I
some
didn't
way.
see it. I blame you.
Taking
Yeah,
herbs.
well, you got a small phone.
How dare you? My girlfriend says it's just the right size.
They always do.
Your phone. Okay.
Yes, my phone.
Yes. Yes, his phone. That's not a euphemism. Oh, more yellow.
Yep, in light you can
li-
hurt them. I mean, at this point, I think like everything that can be written in yellow on a wall, we've already seen.
I can't wait to
It's not gonna be
finally
anything new.
to run into some yellow writing in the wall that says "This way, dummy." Don't jump in it. Now, what happens if you miss a pile?
But it'll hurt you if you step in it. So the thing is, you don't want it around. You don't want
When
it
you're in
around if
combat.
you're in combat. Yeah, so you don't want to be trying to avoid birds while there's a crap on the ground because you might walk into it while you're looking up.
God, interdimensional bird crap. So when you start, waving your flashlight around like a lightsaber and making voo, voo, voo noises,
Yeah, you're actually doing something in this.
well, that's just it, I mean, it's an actual lightsaber. Use the Force, Wake.
All right, that might be all of them. Let's see. We're on a long way.
I'm a writer, I can't jump.
Oh!
But he falls pretty good.
Wow, I don't think I've ever died there before. Ever.
Well, you gotta walk across that little skinny board off to the
I mean,
left.
there are lots of places where you literally can't die by falling off because it won't let you fall off a thing.
Right.
I guess
Now
they
you gotta fight
decided.
the birds again.
I guess they decided that scaffolding was really dangerous.
Well, is it a difficulty level change? Did they?
No, no.
Everybody crows. Okay, so. Once we defeat the waves after waves of.
Aw, I used up a battery.
Seriously? A whole battery on the birds?
I try never to use. My goal when I play this is to never actually fully consume any batteries.
Really? That's
Yeah.
the self-made
Yeah.
limitation you
He's
put upon yourself.
environmentally responsible.
Nah, he's just,
Yeah.
got a sponsored by Enloop.
Because Bright Falls does not have any location to recycle batteries.
Nitro grow. Yeah, see the board on the left? No, dude.
Can't walk
That-
across that. That's the trap.
sure?
You have to jump. Yeah, you have to jump it.
okay.
If you try to walk on it, it just
Hey,
falls.
Sheriff, your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though.
Hadn't noticed.
Well, I have been watching the show all during this.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on.
Yes.
I'm a Gemma. I'm a doctor, not a...
What the hell?
It's
Is there
extra
there's a
goop.
little
There's some
spot in
extra goop there.
It's on top of the box.
Extra,
it's on top
of the box. Yeah, it's on top of there. Wow, you got punched in the face by goop.
Ah, damn. That's Mark's.
Good job, Wade. Okay, stick close.
Is that Fillion?
South is the town hall. The keys to the chopper. are
What,
there.
Nathan?
I mean, he sounds a lot like Fillion.
No,
maybe he's
yeah,
doing
it's
an
not
impression.
him. I don't remember the name of the actor in this, but it's not. It's not Nathan.
Fan to the face.
Is it the guy that is it the knockoff Fillion that they had do some Destiny stuff?
Possibly. I don't know. I have to go.
Oh,
look
you
at
mean the
credits.
guy who played Shiro? I don't know if that's him. I never looked it up.
I love how she seems very, I don't know, not worrisome about blowing away her townsfolk. I mean, she seems really, really quick on the trigger there. No hesitation
Yeah, but
whatsoever.
as we discussed in the last question that it's not really like we know that some real people can get taken over by the darkness and fight us because there are named NPCs that have done that. On the other hand, there seem to be way more of these taken people than there ever could have been real
In the
people.
town. Right.
So maybe some of them are just conjured out of nothing, and only some of them are real people. All right. Well, I'm supposed to be following you, so.
And you believe that?
I hope she hasn't gotten broken. All right, here we go.
That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Both of you guys following each other, running around in circles in
Look out!
Shadowtown.
Oh.
What the?
Hey, look, it's Deerfest.
Hey! That's Rudolph.
Yeah, and in this
Parade
part,
was awfully short this year.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the brochure was better. Oh, did she just shoot you?
Now,
For a second, maybe you got in the way and took a round.
since she has a gun but not a flashlight, I tried to do the flashlight work here and not use my bullets until I have to.
Is she reloaded once yet? That has got to be the longest running shotgun
Yeah, she just did now.
of all time. Okay. It's hard to tell.
Now where did the float go? Can we go get it? I don't remember.
We're supposed to have like 8 rounds.
Yeah,
in
it's
that
right
thing.
there.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Over here, Wade! The chopper's in the other direction!
Yeah, I know, but
No,
giant deer. I mean, come on.
But
Yeah,
Easter
come
eggs.
on. Rudolph is far more embarrassing to drive. We're taking this. Oh,
Yeah.
it's not Rudolph. It's
No,
probably Blitzen.
it also was not like it was tagged as an enemy when it drove by. So I don't know. I don't know if you could defeat it though. And now it's over here. It looks like it's just a prop. It's not moving,
Of
and
course
it's
it's
not an
Blitzen.
enemy. How can you tell?
Because he was just blitzed.
Oh,
Get it?
Wait a minute.
the subtleties
Hold
go
on
over
a
Narc's head.
second.
what?
Why does that deer have spots on it when it's also like an 8-point buck?
That's a good point. It got snowed
Oh,
on.
wow. Accuracy.
Oh, wow.
Probably because it was
Alright,
made by
this-
little kids.
This game's unplayable.
But there's a yellow arrow on the trailer.
Oh, is there?
No, on the other trailer.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, so there must be a cache behind here somewhere or something.
Oh, could be. Check his butt.
Oh, there's something.
I knew that would get
Ah,
fun.
over here. Yeah, over here.
This is a
Come on,
dumb-
where would little kids stash things?
Is that
Obviously, come
the
on.
lambda symbol?
Yeah, that's the equivalent.
Can you imagine? Can
Yeah,
you
I
imagine
can.
playing Half-Life 2 with Alex, and then she sees a lambda thing? Oh, check his butt!
I think we're gonna make Funk pass out. It's gonna be awesome.
Now, I always wanted to do a Half-Life series on the show. We've never done that.
Really? Well,
Black Star's never seen any of those games at all, really.
No, that's not true. Actually, no. I did actually play through most, I think, of Half-Life part. Wait a minute, hold on. No, I have actually played through the first one, and I think I played through most of the second.
Did she
But
just
I
grow a
didn't-
flashlight?
Oh, darn it. I did not mean to do that.
Oh, did you fire a flare?
Yes,
That's cool.
it switched to the flare because I picked it up.
Well, you do have 42 rounds. I mean,
No, that's
Are you really
pistol
gonna
rounds.
need-
I have one flare. I had two.
oh really? Oh, okay.
I just wasted
was-
one.
I thought that was the other one.
No, that was dumb. That was the last weapon I picked up, so it switched to it. And I hate games that do that.
Yeah, I was never a fan of that mechanic personally.
Well,
Wow.
But yeah,
He was
but knowing
angry
that
at that
this,
fence.
yeah, there's never going to be a Half-Life 3. It just,
Nope.
you know, it was never a high priority, I thought. But, you know, I mean, it's a
within
landmark
5
series.
years, I bet there will be one.
It's gonna end up like,
Halo.
you know, another gaming series that took 14 years to do.
no,
It's gonna
Valve
be the new Duke Nukem.
Valve is making too much money just selling other people's crap to bother
they're making their own.
risking
They have
any
no
of its
motivation.
reputation on making a game that cannot possibly live up to the
Live up
monumental
to expectations. Yeah, it's one of those things where you gotta strike when the iron's hot, and they missed it. You know, it's like somebody, if they were to try to make a Halo movie now, it just wouldn't even be remotely as successful as it would have been back in the heyday.
I
There are
bet
certain-
Valve is constantly, in similar vein to Duke Nukem Forever, I bet they're constantly doing Half-Life 3, and then if they decide that what
Really?
they have at
They're
this
gonna pull the
point
trigger. Nah,
is going to be a good game, then they'll put it out.
I bet they haven't touched it for years.
Yeah, I don't think
Nah.
they've touched it for years. Everybody who was involved in the series before, especially the writers, have left
They've
Valve.
moved on. Yeah.
Looks like maybe
Nope.
you need to use those flare gun flares for the big sheriff guy.
I'm on normal
She's kicking the
difficulty.
can.
I think I can get away without it. We'll
You
see.
think?
Wake, over here! There's light!
No, wake over here.
I have a key. Watch my back.
Yeah, okay, so there's a couple of these standoffs in its area.
Oh, really? Yeah, where you've got to guard her while she's
Yes.
using the slowest
Yep.
key ever.
Yep.
I mean,
Wait, there's
a
a
hole
box
in that
there with
fence
ammo.
big enough that you guys can just walk through.
Well, that was the other thing. I was like, why didn't you just kick the board? I mean, seriously? Oh, jeez. Friendly fire. A little close there. Wait, can't she shoot you?
I don't believe so.
Oh, jeez. He can hit you, though. My God. It would be hysterical, yeah, if she ends up blowing you away by accident because you guys step in front of each other.
Pretty sure she can't.
I hope not. I gotta say, though, she's probably the most useful NPC I've seen in quite a while with that
Yeah,
shotgun.
yeah. The NPCs are actually pretty effective in the combat in this game, unlike many other games.
Oh yeah, which are quite the opposite. You know, I can't tell you how many Halo games where I literally would kill my whole fire team just to get them out of my way because they were just too disruptive.
There were some Halo mods that replaced Marines with other Spartans that I hear were pretty good.
Oh, yeah, but did it affect the AI?
Oh no, the AI was dumb, but they
Oh,
wouldn't die
darn it.
immediately, so they were still useful.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't say that I'm a fan of these games that make you fight in small, confined
actually-
areas like a single room or a single space. In fact, Destiny's been doing that a lot lately. And I can't say I've been a big fan of that either. I like having
Since
flexibility.
Here! There's light!
Yeah, kind of. I was trying to be diplomatic.
They want to
But
force you into a desperate situation because if you are smart, you're
I
going to
know, but
avoid fighting in a shoebox.
It's a cheap way to do it, and it limits your tactical options. You know, I like to be
Yep.
able to figure out how to do things a little differently, and it limits your variation in replay. Oh my God! I'm being sent down to the single pit where I have nowhere to run to again. Just kind of wears. How did he get behind you? That's what I want to know. Quick, use a health pack.
Can't. There aren't any. You have to survive to a checkpoint.
That's annoying. The only other thing is that their clothing variation also is not that varied. I mean, you killed
no,
that
it's
guy
minimal.
in the purple tracksuit just a second ago. I'd be a little frustrated having to. Wait a minute, didn't I just kill you? Look, there's another one. There's two of them. There's literally two of them wearing the exact same clothes right next to each other.
Mark, are tracksuits big in Russia?
Yes.
Oh, big time.
So it's not just.
It's not just a stereotype.
that,
No,
Dude.
no, it's kind of not.
No, it's more of a cliche. I mean, there's a reason for it, but yeah.
All right, so I used a couple batteries there.
Aww. You only have,
Let's go,
what,
Wade.
16 left?
Ooh, a picnic.
Yeah, who leaves flares at a picnic?
Come on, every picnic needs flares.
When have
Maybe
you
if they
ever-
were making like creme brulee.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here. but
Or
you should be
flambe.
able to
With
turn
road
it while I
flares.
find
That's
some
awesome.
They need to ignite it.
already got
Something with an A at it on
How
it.
about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine.
Yeah.
Be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building near the main entrance.
Gotcha.
Wait a minute. I've discovered why. Because she knows where the keys are.
Well, yeah.
Like,
it
why?
kinda makes
I mean,
no sense to send him out. Go to some place you've never been to look for something you don't know where it is. No, that's a podium, Narc.
Uh-oh.
The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
He was scared and alone. And Barry.
I decided I would help Barry, as he's been helping me this whole time.
Oh, hey, bigger flashlight.
Yay!
And now I got the X-Files flag.
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
Yeah, those things weighed like 20 pounds.
Used to the helicopter.
And another flashbang. How many flashbangs does this place need? I mean, do they really use them that often?
and how come they keep ammo in the fire hose storage areas?
Yeah.
Might as well ask why guns spin when you drop them on the ground.
Or float in the air.
Oh, God.
Come on, Barry, you can do it! You can do it, Barry!
There was not a very long time between sending a text message, when are you coming back, and running down the street in that panic.
Man, if Barry doesn't make it, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
Inside, Wake. He's okay.
He's alright. Don't worry about him.
I'm sorry, that seemed highly dismissive from her right there.
Meet him in the back.
He's been chased by flying vehicles, makes it by the skin of his teeth, and she's like, he made it inside, he's fine.
Case of school bus, break glass.
Oh my god. Oh, more directions. Trust no
She
one
must be
in the
working
dark.
for the school buses.
Is she? Is she really? I love how the dramatic music just kicks up.
It's duck season!
Just hear Alan now. Why do I get the girl gun?
Because I used all the bullets in the regular gun.
Excuse me, officer. Can we trade weapons? I
Also,
have ego issues.
she's a better shot.
We can make it
be
through.
honest.
Obviously.
Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Get the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
I am the sheriff.
I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All the shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wade. Look, this town can't take this.
Right, in the dark. Don't leave the lights on or anything.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
I hope
Yes,
you're right.
'cause it's
Come on,
all about
let me
me.
get this door open.
Wait, you got the keys to the bookstore?
perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around.
What does that even mean?
I'm pretty sure having the keys to everything is not how sheriffing works.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
Yeah, it must be.
Although I do now guess I know where they got the inspiration for she's the sheriff.
Presents to your wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
Join the club.
Yeah, I know, especially right now.
Well,
I don't see...
I inexplicably have keys to everything in town, because reasons.
Maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
Barry is covering
Seriously?
an awful lot of ground.
He is, for Barry.
oh, haunted radio flyer.
I know. That's so cool, though.
It should have been, actually. It should have been. I mean, it should have, like, turned on you and, like, hit you in the back of the head. It would have been awesome.
I think it was supposed to like, be a jump scare, but
Yeah.
I don't think it quite was effective.
And don't worry, nothing bad is going to happen in church. Because bad ever happens in church.
No, nothing ever bad happens there. Crusades.
Can I open these?
Yeah, you never played with the rifle, so we're not sure exactly how well or how ineffective it is.
Okay. That's full. Anything is pages thing.
50% off.
Ah, there we go. I knew there was something in here.
All right, we've got a dolly. Now we're safe.
Okay. Church.
Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, just in case we didn't know. I guess you know it's the kind of thing you need to be warned about. You wouldn't want somebody to drive by a church without being warned.
Without being warned.
It's like the no
driving by a
profanity
church.
zone.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh! I told him to get it fixed.
No one's allowed to have a lock I can't open. I'm the sheriff. As you imagine, this is another one of those standoffs.
Welcome to Deerfest.
Far enough.
It seems like an apropos moment for some combat puns. I'm surprised she hasn't come up with some.
At some point they
Okay.
switch sides, I think. Yeah, there we
Wait a
go.
minute. Okay, I've just got a stupid question. Did he?
What?
Omega fatty, yeah, omega-3
Is it a
fatty
fish? It's
acids
not a
are good
fishing
for your
town or
heart.
anything, right?
Yeah,
no, it's just-
the forces of darkness are pushing non-GMO foodstuffs and gluten-free pizza dough. I don't know what the deal is.
Natural chow, now with flavor.
Yeah, the one thing that I was going to say, though, is that now that you get the big honkin' X-Files flashlight, those take totally different batteries than the ones that you've been hoarding this entire game. So how the hell are you using them, let alone one at a time, and having 19 of them? They're the size of a brick. So how does that work? Not to mention the fact they seem to be running out far more rapidly.
He probably has a system where
Where he exchanges the physical D batteries he's been hoarding to the giant 12 cell that fit in those flashlights.
well, you ever see any of those AAA to AA adapters?
Let's go.
Yes,
Now the lock is
That's
magically fixed.
Same thing.
I know, it's amazing. The power of prayer. Open this door.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
Why? We did it last year. But
Yeah,
why did you do
I
it
don't
last
know.
year? What?
Could burn down the house. I love how we walked in the church and said "Wow" as
Oh.
if he'd never been
Wow,
in a church before.
Well, no, I think it was because of the candles, but
He's never seen candles.
in an empty church
I don't know. This church to me is pretty dull
Almost there.
and not
and
very
small,
ornate.
small and uninteresting.
Yeah.
There's no way going. through the
Therefore,
crystal
not deserving of a wow.
idea.
Yeah, I agree. Not much. This church is not all that in a bag of church I don't know.
Chips. Yep. Let's go into the deepest, darkest place with no exits. Why why are we running through the church as opposed to the rest of the town for no reason?
Remain silent. Why are you hiding in the church basement? There's nothing down there.
Okay, now these are supposed to be fellow officers and/or park rangers and/or cops.
I
mean,
guess,
based on
yeah.
their uniforms. So why is she shooting her coworkers and/or not
Again, I don't
recognizing them?
think they're real, or I don't think we're supposed to believe they're.
No.
To me, it sounds like a win-win. Save the town, and you get to kill your coworkers. She's living the dream.
Okay, you're trying to get the gold that's in there? I don't think that's what that is.
I want to see if they were burning anything.
I saw something shiny. Well, nobody's special anyway.
No!
So, the real number's 912.
You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
What?
Hi, Barry.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
You know, that is a good idea.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
What's his power source?
Good question. Well, I don't know. These days it could be LEDs, right? And you could power those off DC batteries.
Mm-hmm.
But again,
No, I
this
think it's the
game's
power
like
of friendship.
But this game's 10 years old, so I don't know.
So, yeah, those bulbs would be incandescents, and yeah. I don't want to know where he's sticking the generator.
Fair question.
The Bright Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor. I wish I could
Oh
say
wow.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
Bastard.
Seems very Stranger Things.
Well, the funny thing is that Barry did have a really great idea there where they could get resupplied up at the general store rather than picking up random things strewn across.
Yeah, I
the
thought
whole
they were.
town, like
I thought they
random
were
flares. On
There were a couple of things
shelves.
in Stranger Things that kind of indicated to me that the writers of that had actually seen or played the game rather
Right.
than merely referencing some of the same common reference material,
Right,
like
right.
Stephen King and Twin Peaks and half a dozen other.
Yeah.
Everything's
When someone throws a damn school bus at your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license, you're cleared for departure to Night Springs. No offense, Sheriff.
Barry's a better writer than Alan. I guess.
Yeah, he's a better speaker than Alan. Yeah, to be honest.
Oh no!
I would love to
It's
play
a
a version of
lumberjack.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I
It's
know.
illegal logging.
I would love to play a version of this game where you do play Barry.
I'm trying to remember whether you play. I think you get to play Barry a bit in some of the DLC, but maybe I'm imagining that.
Well, if they didn't, it would have been a great idea, because to be honest, he's a far more interesting character.
Yep. Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah, I can see why Jilly says that Barry's her favorite. I'm rapidly coming to the conclusion of him being my favorite, too.
Oh, I'm never gonna get used to this.
But it also may just be true that he's the kind of character you want to have in your game, even though you may not want him to be the protagonist. It may be that part of what makes him interesting is that he's free to act in a manner independent of what you're doing.
Of you and the
Yeah.
line that they've written for you.
Like
yeah.
you want to have these characters around to interact with.
I'll need a while to prep for takeoff.
Don't take too long. I want to get out of here.
Okay, so strategically placed propane tanks and places
yeah,
for
right
picking
next
up
to
stuff.
vehicles.
Yeah,
that's
right.
not where you store propane and/or any of your other fuel products.
And even if you can't pick everything up, if you're full, it makes good sense to go around and open up those little gates before this starts. So that way, if you have to
Yeah.
grab something, you're not trying to open the little door
Or running through
during
a
the
pile
fight.
of flame.
Yeah.
That would be bad.
We haven't seen a TV in a while.
No,
Yeah,
in
sorry,
fact,
you
missed the ones from last
missed
week.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You missed at least one.
I thought it was
Those,
2.
some of them were just the little asides to himself. But only one of them, I think, was an actual Night Springs episode.
Was an actual episode, yeah.
Sad times.
Now, can you drag all those things and put them in like
no,
one big
you can't.
area?
You can't move them.
That,
you can either pick them up or not. And
but see,
okay.
that's what I mean by tactical variation, where it would have been really cool if you could do that. You know, it would have made replaying that a lot
so
more
there's
fun.
there's a bunch of stuff to pick up, and there's lights and explosive tanks
and evil gate closings. It's okay. I'm coming to the rapid conclusion. She's not worth it.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
I think
come
somebody
from?
flanked. Well, that's just it. People flank you, you know, all over the place. Barrel time. Oh, hurry up.
Ah, darn it.
See, I think you want to turn on that light and then stand in front of it so that it's on your back.
Well, get ready. I'll hold them off.
Yeah, now go forward into the light. Get into the light. Not in the light enough.
No, it's so narrow, and then they just come at you from behind.
I would move more forward, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, just constantly dump flares.
There's another one. Turn that one on. Come on, what is she building? A helicopter?
I think she's throwing stuff at it inaccurately.
Now, here's my thing. If this thing can possess vehicles, inanimate objects, you know, items that would disrupt or ruin your progression, why doesn't it take possession of the helicopter?
Yeah, it's too hard to answer.
Okay, I'm glad nobody else can come up with an answer for that. I feel better.
I got it. It has to touch the ground with a rubber product.
The helicopter does have rubber tires. You know, their wheels.
Why would a helicopter have rubber tires?
Take a look at it. That's a Sikorsky. It's got 2 wheels on the front, which are made of rubber.
Oh, it's not one of those with the skids?
Dude.
All right, we got to look at that helicopter.
Ow.
Yeah. What the heck was that?
I don't know if you can get killed like that or not.
It looks like part of a gantry or something.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, they're coming off the roof to your left.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Can you
looks
get
like
him?
it does have tires.
Hey,
So it must
told ya.
possess from the sky, and it can't get through the fan.
Birds aren't made of rubber. And they touch the ground.
Yeah, okay, so it comes from the sky. It's like a satellite-directed possession. No problem.
Is that what it is? And even if they couldn't just, you know, possess the helicopter directly, what's to stop them from possessing a truck and throwing it into the helicopter?
Alright, we should be nearing the end here. I'm going to switch to flashbangs.
Yes, please.
Because again, I think you lose all your items after this anyway, so there's like no reason not to use everything
Well,
you
that's
have.
just it. You know, you hoarding 20, you know,
Yeah.
batteries, I don't see how that helps. I never quite understood why the world's crappiest emergency flashlight also had to turn off periodically.
By the way, that fight doesn't do a great job of actually telling you when you can stop.
No, of course not.
Wake, you better put an end to this.
Just get me to Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
Like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kind of like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
No, burbs.
Hold on!
It's okay, they've got rotor blades.
Ow!
Son of a bitch! I should have worn my seatbelt. Okay, so you've fallen out of the chopper.
We're gonna have to shake these things. We'll meet up at the plant.
Or you could just, rotate the blade so that they, kill the birds.
I think they literally have you
they're birds.
fall out of the helicopter so they can justify taking away most of your stuff.
Well, that too. That does not surprise me.
Because I know I used a bunch of batteries in the last fight, but I didn't use
you
up
only got
15
2
of them,
left.
and now I have 2.
Yeah, now you're supposed to hoard things. This I can understand when
Yeah,
you're down to nothing.
I remember in some areas this fight being a little bit worse than the other one because they start you off with so little. I mean, literally,
little.
First of all, I don't have any guns.
Nope,
I don't have
no
any.
weapons.
I don't have any weapons of any kind. I only have
No
a flashlight. Not even the one I had a minute ago. I have the smaller
not a
one.
single luxury. Yeah. Boy, Funk's really easy today. I don't know what it is.
But it does seem like their ability to balance encounters is based entirely on holding your starting gear.
Open.
Yeah. Wow. Wait. Oh, go back to that. Is
What?
that a wait? Is that thing full of bullets?
Yeah, that's a I mean, look, we've been running around. They're all like that.
Why are you not filling up your pockets right now? Seriously.
Because item limit reached. I mean, that's how you operate, right? I mean, you put things in your pocket until a giant sign lights up that says item limit reached, and then you'd say, I don't need any more bullets.
Nope. I'm calling shenanigans on that
Blackstar,
one.
if you were in this situation, would you hook up that chest to a sled and just carry it behind you or something?
No, I would move into that shack and live there.
Yeah, well, not only that. I would probably grab one of these vans, load up the ammo and stuff in there. But no, I mean, if he wanted to, if he was really worried about that, he could. I mean, he's wearing, what, 3 layers of clothing? He's got to have a shirt, a sweatshirt, and that stupid jacket. He could take off his shirt and tie the ends off it to actually make a pouch or a bag and can load up whatever he wanted to. So he could carry around a sack full of bullets. You can carry
But
hundreds
then,
of rounds in that thing.
What happens when he falls out of a boat next chapter? It's just gonna waste his coat.
No. You just tie it around his head. He'll wear it like a. What are those things that women carry the babies in? I forget what the srirachos or something. I forget what those things are called. But yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of things.
Isn't that hot sauce?
Wombs?
No. No, what's that?
A
What's that thing
papoose?
yeah, that's it. A papoose. So yeah, there's a lot of things that he could have done if he really, really wanted to. And yet, the game, like you said, it just completely limits what you're carrying at the time. And yet, these guys have an infinite supply of sickles, hammers, and throwing hatchets.
This must be a local communist community.
Yeah, I don't know where all the scythes come from. I really, really don't.
There was a news article that I read that was about scythes making a comeback in England.
Really?
And yeah,
for
they're
lawn
making a
care?
comeback in England, and especially among women. So I read further in the article, and yeah, women really enjoy scythes and cutting their lawn with scythes. That was the point of the article. And then I read further in the article, about 3 paragraphs down.
Was this on April 1st you were reading this?
No.
One class that a guy is teaching where almost 50% of the students were women. So
how is that unusual?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the relevant.
It is completely the most non-story in the world. It's like one guy has a class on diving where the representative number of students were women.
And that was what made it notable. Isn't that thing that basically say that if you put men in a room with a mix of people and and you don't draw their attention beforehand, if you ask them later like what the balance was, like when there's 2 or 3 women, they think it's even, and when there's 5, they think they're outnumbered.
I don't know.
Really? Is that actually happened?
I read a news item to that effect at some point.
Yeah, it was something I read a similar one, but it was more like was like in a conversation. If a woman says over 30% of the things in the conversation,
yeah, the men think she's dominated.
Right. And same thing with the women. It ends up going both ways. There's a slight difference, but it was weird. But I don't know if that's what was going on. I just think that there was a slow news day.
Remind me of our local rock legends, the old gods. I couldn't tell you why. I guess it's just, one of those things. Anyway, here's Poets of the Fall and their latest single, War.
All right. Now we're gonna get content ID'd.
You didn't want to take the shotgun?
Wait, why are we getting content ID'd?
Light music.
Oh.
Unless you want to start singing over it.
No, I'll just try to drown it out with gunfire.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Ring, banana phone.
Of all the things in the world that you could have possibly chosen to sing right at this time, that was your response. Not a favorite tune, not anything moving or apropos to the moment. You just started making beeping noises as if you were doing a skit from Sesame Street.
No,
come off it.
But that's the hit 1994 single Banana Phone by Raffi.
Oh, is that what you were doing? I didn't translate.
You must have never heard this song.
I've had a lot of alcohol since the 90s. But it does go in with the motif of your jazz cup. Yeah, in the comments below, we should decide, is he having a jazz cup that is made of paper and wax or styrofoam? Vote in the comments below.
Styrofoam.
Oh, well, you just ruined it. See, now we can't give away the present. That's too bad. We were going to give him a free copy of the soundtrack.
Really?
No.
Oh.
But we would have said we were.
Okay. Phew.
And this is the internet. That's all you have to do these days.
Here's a magnet link.
Mm-hmm.
The power plant glowed in the night. It was close, but I had to find a way across.
Almost as if it was full of power.
Oh, it's a boat.
No, I don't think there's any boat. There's a bridge and there's a jumping puzzle.
Wow. Whatever puzzle you just passed
No,
must have been rough.
That was not. No, that's not the puzzle. It's coming up. It's later. Good job. I think this section has also got a bunch of those licensed sound effects, like in Marathon. The
Oh, really?
yeah, the electric arc effects.
I was waiting for the dialogue to come into, like, you know, electric safety guides or something, or people attacking you saying.
Oh, I think that happens. I do think that
electricity
happens.
quotes. Does
Yeah, I think there are some. Yes.
Well, everyone always gives one apropos to their job based on whatever character they're are.
What are what electric safety things could they say? Wear one of those bracelets.
This is Bernie Kilowatt, and they wanted to let you warn you about an overload and octopus connection in Sector 5.
Oh, hey, have you guys ever been in a grocery store or whatever? And
yes,
never.
Yes, we have.
Never heard of one.
Overhead guy, or the overhead music gets interrupted, and then it says something like security check in Area 4C, whatever. That's just BS. They're just making that up.
Security check? I've heard of, like, cleanup in aisle 5. You know, it's usually when
sometimes
kid throws up, but, you know, no.
Like
I've never heard of
if
a
it
security
sounds like
check.
it came from it sounds like it came from a phone, then that's a real employee giving a real message. But sometimes they don't sound like they came from a phone. They sound like it's they don't sound like they came from a phone, and then those are just made up to try to and convince the world's dumbest shoplifters that
somebody's watching them.
Right. You got the store has
So,
security.
What? There's
department.
somebody walking around with a megaphone. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's on. It interrupts the overhead music.
The PA system, yeah. So, okay. So you're saying
I don't
that the official dialogue does not include security checks in areas. It's just to frighten potential shoplifters into not stealing.
Right.
Okay. As a deterrent. How are they not getting electrocuted?
They are. You just gotta. Since these are the guys that have a charge attack, the idea is you're just supposed to dodge them until they run past you into one of the wires.
Right.
So I'm supposed to get him to run at me now when I dodge.
Right. And then you pull a John Woo and he falls into the wires and alert.
He doesn't seem to be humoring me at the moment.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
Well, except in the back.
There we go. It worked.
Cool.
Like, that's the whole purpose of that area, just to do that.
Well, yeah, I had a feeling, you know, I mean, those were kind of strategically placed there in open areas with the little sparklers. Whatever you do, don't touch the wires. Mal, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm just watching.
I'm just checking. You just seem very, very quiet.
Now, how many games have scissor lifts? It's not a thing you see.
Were there some in Halo 2? I don't know if you used them, but
scissor lifts? Well, no, but I mean one that you
environmentally.
use. I mean one that you use.
Your functional scissor lift.
That's a good question.
I think there was one in the very beginning of Doom 3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
And there's, of course, Scissor Lift... European Scissor Lift Simulator 2018.
Wait,
Why did somebody drag a chair on top of that container?
No, but I wish there was.
Well, see, this is a bit of environmental storytelling like you get in Fallout. You know, these areas where, like,
Comfy
the whole world has
chair,
gone to crap
six-pack.
and there's a bunch of ghouls or zombies or something. And yeah, some guys dragged an easy chair and some beer up on top to a vantage point where you can snipe from. You know, what there really needs to be here is a sniper rifle.
It's funny you went to Sniper Perch. I would have thought of just like a place to relax and watch the lake.
I think you would. I think in the apocalypse you'd do that
Whoa.
indoors.
I think you've broken physics. I think you've broken. Wow, that board must be really, really heavy. Oh, it's gonna squish you. That would have been funny. I would have laughed so hard if that board killed you.
Bridges.
Birds.
Herbs.
Probably not. I'll be back in a sec.
No, sometimes there's a page.
For those keeping track at home, I have rolled over in my bed.
I'll tell you what. We're coming up.
Sickle.
We're coming up on an hour at this point. Why don't we? I'll get in here and we'll take a break before I trigger the next bit. Don't go away. We'll be back in about 7 minutes.
I wasted that perfectly good rollover.
the optimum temperature for bodily functions in a fucking human is 70 degrees.
By the way, I hope you were watching the timer because you was live saying that.
That's okay. It is what it is. Not making it up.
Man speaks truth.
I didn't write that.
Who did? You didn't even say who it is.
Citation
clicked off the
needed.
page.
The famous scientist.
Yeah, the internet's one. Hey, I
Hey,
found
look,
it. You can too.
Wikipedia is not much of a source, but at least I cited it. Okay, so now we're getting across this bridge. After I get all this stuff, no, I can't get any more stuffs.
What do you think the temperature is in that room he's in right now?
It is definitely not around 70. I'll tell you that right now.
What, this room I'm in or the room Alan is in?
Both.
The room Alan's in.
No, the room
I don't know,
Nark's in is
man.
probably 90 degrees. That room is way too hot all
It
the
is.
time.
It is higher than 65. That is true.
All right, so what's the temperature? Now we got to know.
Mine's 62 in here.
Okay.
Mal, what's the temperature of your house?
Entirely too hot.
Really?
Is that even possible? Right now, outside where we are is 11 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
Oh
That's
yeah,
not
it's
with
probably,
the wind chill.
it's probably close to that outside where I am, but like in this townhouse, all the heat collects in the upper floors, and the bottom floors are kind of drafty. So
Oh yeah, I
has
forgot.
a
I
very
can't
strange
stop
HVAC
the bridge
situation.
from rotating, so you have to jump on it when it's moving.
Oh, this is the jumping puzzle.
No, it's actually not.
It's more like step on a rotating bridge puzzle.
But you do have to be careful not to just run down the bridge, because then you'll be on the wrong side of it. Because we're actually trying to get over there.
Did you just run to the end that you want to be and just wait?
Yeah. Because you just stay on this side.
Find a little bit more cover from the birds.
Did I get off on the wrong side?
Well, see, that's just it. I'm curious about if you
No.
wait too long and you go 360 instead of 180 and start heading back the way you came.
Oh, yeah, I guess I did.
Oh, Night Springs. We're gonna watch a TV show now.
Oh, okay. The problem is that these two shacks look really alike. Okay, TV
Well,
show.
This one's lit. The other one wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, the shack's so lit.
Are we men dreaming of being butterflies, or butterflies that dream of being men? Such philosophical concerns are by necessity abstract. And yet, some of us can find concrete proof of the nature of our existence in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, an absence of creativity.
Boy, that seemed to be the theme.
Everything you do is derivative of something else.
What did you want to show me? Oh, Lydia, thank God you're here. Please, it's in the basement.
I love how you're watching this while the bridge is
Yeah,
still
the bridge is still
rotating
spinning, yeah.
and vibrating everything. Can't you shut that thing off?
No, I think the control is broken. I don't think there's any way to do anything with it.
Isn't it just? I found it here this morning. It's like it isn't there, but oh, I can't look straight at it.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, how did
What the hell?
Well, I'm trying to work.
Did you put this thing here?
In a way. To be more precise, I put everything here but that.
Really? But what is it?
I guess the temptation is to call it whole, but it's really an absence, a profound lack of reality.
In Martha's basement?
Yes, I was doing so well, too. I came up with 2 old ladies and put something really weird in the basement. It was a great start, but I'm completely blocked now. I can't imagine what I was up to.
Well, surely it's just an ordinary basement.
Is it? Why did you call your friend here, then?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, well.
Couldn't you just ignore it?
Oh, no, I couldn't do just not helping. You should just go back upstairs for a cup of coffee while I try to figure out what I'm up to.
Well, if you think that's best.
Maybe I should just stop here. Or is that too moronic?
Is that too moronic? Indeed. Who can tell?
What?
Between the stupid and the sublime. Night Springs.
Thank God I'm wearing my plot armor.
Martha, why are you keeping a man in the basement?
Well, technically, wasn't it he that was keeping Martha in the basement? Cause,
yeah,
you know...
technically. I think it was...
That's...
Oh, hey, look. Helicopter.
We managed to lose the flock. You're almost at the power plant. Keep going. We'll give you support.
Wow, and how much
land and
fuel
let
did
me
you
get in
waste
there?
doing it? That's what I want to know. What's your flight time now?
I wonder what kind of support. As you're crossing the bridge,
cool.
maybe they'll yell
A moving
out at you,
checkpoint.
You're a good person.
Whoa. I do have to say, they always find some minor way of putting a wrinkle in the combat loop that basically is staying the same for the whole game.
You walk to a certain point and then get ambushed by things?
No. I mean the idea of alternating the use of light and weaponry. And in this case, the wrinkle is that the helicopter functions as a moving checkpoint / light.
It's funny, it doesn't seem to be affecting them the way that your flashlight is, though.
Oh, hello.
Which I find weird.
Well, when she was on foot, she did have a flashlight on her shotgun, but that didn't affect them either.
Right, exactly. Well, it's just some lights work and some don't, and that to me is kind of a little pothole.
One left throwing an axe. Yeah, there. I knew there was one more.
It's the Gordon's Fisherman. Not a sponsor.
Yeah, there is one enemy type that has a yellow slicker. He does look like the Gordon's Fisherman. No, you're taking away my light.
Wow. Okay. Did the helicopter just warp there for a second?
We'll just stay on by, wasting fuel forever.
I'm sorry, why were the birds blown away by the backwash or sucked through the rotors when they got too close? I don't understand that.
Fair question.
Magic birds. Fair answer.
Oh, it doesn't.
Sounds like heavy breathing.
Okay, flashback.
So who was it leaving all of these yellow markings?
Oh, well, we're going to find that out in this chapter.
Yeah, that's something I've always wanted to know, that someone took the time and imagination to actually map out where you needed to go and when.
So, are we going to find out who's leaving all this ammo and
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
coolers?
Yep,
And
we are.
bullets and
Oh,
we're,
okay.
We're going to meet them.
More than one?
No, I'm just not being pronoun specific.
Oh, okay. Singular day.
wants to be as ambiguous as possible. For all those watching that haven't seen it.
I don't know why, but for some reason, one of those guys looked like a submarine. I thought
A
they were
what?
Throwing, I don't know.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, Funkmon's dropped acid.
Brought enough for everybody.
Looked like a submarine?
submarines at you. Yeah. A little
Okay,
sub.
I'm confused. Are you talking about someone who would crew on as a submariner and they were wearing a uniform?
No.
Or an
No,
actual
no.
physical submarine?
All over the area.
Like a submarine.
Caches of supply.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
the
he's-
Nautilus.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so the-
Sorry, Funkmon's lost it, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for his
Okay,
mental
so
state.
the logo that functions like the Lambda logo in Half-Life that shows you where the caches are is the logo
Is
of
the same one.
of the power company.
Great Falls. Mm-hmm. Why does everybody park like this? Why don't people park like normal human beings?
And why are there
Look
so
at
many
that.
El Caminos?
Because
in
that
this
won't
city?
provide obstacles
See,
slash
those
cover
people
in a
park
fight.
normal.
What El Caminos? There are hardly any. There are no El Caminos in it.
Isn't that
they're
one?
just pickups.
No,
That's just a pickup.
it's just a pickup
Oh,
truck. It's not an El
Broncos.
Camino.
Pickup.
Broncos, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, they look.
like
they
if
look
anything, they
what,
look like
domestic-
80s Ford Broncos.
Yeah, they look like
Look, I
domestic
only saw the
pickups.
back end.
Seems to be the theme of this game.
Generator Hall, safe haven. All right, well, nothing to pick up and nowhere else to go, so this is it.
Was there anything in the back of the trucks?
Don't block the box.
Hold it right there!
Miss Weaver, Cynthia, I'm a friend.
Prove it!
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song. You can help me.
About time. Young man, I've been waiting a very long time for you.
It's the log lady.
Yep, it's the lamp lady. And she's the one who's been laying out all the supply.
As 100% of all players expected.
You know, the first time I played it, I don't think I did. I really don't think...
Excuse me?
What you'll need to drive the darkness back. The well-lit room is at the dam. I built the room to keep it safe.
Will it help me find Alice? Will it get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
Oh, we won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking the rules, young man, and where has that gotten us, No, I have a secret route, a lit route, an old water pipe. Something was damaged at the transformer yard. It's draining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Let me guess. You want me to do it?
Young man, you're the one who likes to break the rules. I can't be outside in the dark. The kill switch is outside.
Don't worry, Elizabeth Warren. I got you.
I have been preparing for these times, the dark tides. You have found my caches, haven't you? You can see the signs. Very few people can. Yes, please, take what you need. This is all for you, for the likes of us. We do Tom's work, don't we? Hurry! The switch is on the wall facing the shore.
So yeah, I don't think... I think I was involved enough in the minute-to-minute combat and the environments that I wasn't trying to actively predict what the story was going to do next.
Room if the lights in the pipe go out. You must go outside to use the emergency switch.
And so when she showed up here, I hadn't... You know, I wasn't that surprised, like, oh, that's weird. I don't understand why they did that. But I wasn't like, oh, yeah, I guessed that an hour ago. Or I guessed that when we saw her the first time that she was going to show up later and back
actively. Yeah, you weren't actively trying to figure out the story to piece all the clues together. I want to know what's going to happen to Radio Show Guy, and why is nobody attacking him on the air?
What?
Oh, well, that's just begging for a Gremlins moment.
Yeah, exactly. I totally knew that was happening.
Yeah, I know, because it always does.
Invariably.
Oh, see, and it did it to me again. It switched to this flare gun because it was the last thing I picked up. What a waste.
That good old raptor attack.
Clever girl. Trust the Gordons, fisherman.
Sent me to cut the power to the transformer yard.
For the I know what you did last summer guy.
Oh, I know, right?
I hoped Weaver was dependable. I'd stumbled into this crazy world a little over a week ago. She had been living this insanity for decades.
Living it or causing it?
Didn't they figure out that even the title of that movie is completely wrong because the time passing in the actual story was longer than last summer? So it's not I know what you did last summer. It's what I knew what you did last summer ago.
Cut the power to the transformer yard.
That 70s show had, I believe, 9 Christmases, but it was only supposed to have taken place between 1974 and 1979.
Okay.
Right. So, yeah.
Dumb jumping puzzle. So basically, yeah, 3 switches, 3 bridges.
If I could figure out the gates, I could use them to get to kill switch.
And there'd be no reason in real life for any of these things to work this. And in this case, just hitting 3 and 2 and it's done. So you could either spend a long time there, or you could get it right away by random luck.
If there's sluice gates, it would be logical for there to be 2 of them there, so that you would have a sluice lock.
Right, but it wouldn't be logical
3 of them
for.
Doesn't make no sense.
Yeah. It also doesn't make any sense for like 2 of them to close and 1 of them to open when you hit 1 button.
Right.
I mean, you would not want this mechanism to be unpredictable.
No, it would be completely defeat the purpose.
And as you can
Maybe
imagine,
the designer also is the guy who did the light switches in my parents' basement.
This is going to go someplace weird.
Where if you hit the light switch at top, it turns...
It would shut off the ones up there?
Yeah, but if you flip the light switches at the bottom and the one at the top is not on, they don't do nothing. So when you flip it, and it's like, oh, that didn't do anything. So you go up to the top and you turn that on, that didn't do anything because the bottom ones are down. So then you got to go downstairs and flip those on. And then some of those cancel out the other ones. That was probably it.
Probably the same guy.
Same guy. Same
totally.
Designs these things.
Hey, at least he said it. At least he said it in game. That's awesome. I'm still waiting for the line where somebody says, "Who writes this crap?"
The transformer yard went dark and dead. Weaver's water pipe passage should now be good to go.
And now I should die because I'm in the dark. Again. I got behind you.
What's that Stephen King story where the guy's a plastic surgeon and then he gets shipwrecked on an island?
Oh, I don't remember, but I know exactly the story you're talking about. I think it's in Nightmares and Dreamscapes.
I don't remember.
But yeah, he gets shipwrecked and he's got like a kilo of heroin with him.
Yeah. And then he has to eat himself.
Yeah, to stay alive.
I just spoiled the story.
He anesthetizes himself and then he eats his fingers one at a time and all that stuff. And cuts off one's legs, right?
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, so he was chasing, I don't know why I thought of this. He was chasing a seagull, and then he slipped and fell, and then he realized he had to amputate his leg. Otherwise he would die. And then his leg was just sitting there, and then he ate it. And then he decided, then he got the taste, and then he ate the rest of himself.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see something similar here.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna have to do is get the chainsaw guy to charge into that boarded up door with this chainsaw. You got the flare gun out there.
Well, I thought he did that on purpose in defiance, saying, "Fine, I'm going to waste this flare here again."
No, but I will use it on the chainsaw guy. I mean, I think it's worth it.
He's just too annoying?
Yeah.
Too annoying to live. Hey, Leatherface.
Where's he gone?
Come on out.
I was voted that in high school in the superlative section.
What, most likely to chainsaw teenagers?
No, too annoying to live.
Oh, well, that I believe.
Geez, wow, that did not kill him. Jeez.
Come on, it's Leatherface.
Wow. 5 pistol shots plus.
All that flashlight and the flares.
Yeah, plus the flare.
And a thermonuclear weapon. Why isn't he completely knocked out by all the light pouring out through the door?
Yeah, good question.
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, the pipe's empty now. We're ready to go.
Where does this pipe lead to? Exactly.
I knew them both, Tom and Barbara. I had such a crush on him. Such a beautiful man. I was jealous. There was a part of me that was maybe a little glad when she had the accident.
I didn't push her, though, I swear.
Tom started writing and woke the darkness up. He tried to bring her back, but you can't do that. There are no free rides like that.
I'm starting to realize that.
In that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was. The witch looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand until it was too late. He tried to undo it, wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. Oh, he was so famous. And afterward, no one knew.
So this is like that Stephen King short about the typewriter.
One thing behind in my care, in case it happened again. Insurance. He trusted me. Or perhaps used me a little. Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him. I built the well-lit room and put it there. It's been waiting for you. We are characters trapped in a story you have written, and none of us will survive to see the end of it if the darkness isn't stopped. She'll twist the story to her own dark ends.
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, you know, in television, beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He said,
You know, from beyond, how one does.
Darkness stays with you. You sustain.
Show us on the doll where the darkness does.
Take us directly to the well-lit room.
Okay, I need to call my friends, tell them where we're going.
Is it just me?
Wait. He's getting cell reception
Inside a
down
metal
there?
pipe, yeah, I know.
One of the pipes. Meet us there.
Okay, I'll tell Sarah.
It's Sarah now?
Whoa! No! For the sweet love of...
Barry!
Did he just crash the helicopter above him?
Yes.
We gotta go see if they're okay.
That's what you get for calling him on the phone, Alan.
You must reach the well-lit room. This is no time to be a selfish idiot.
That's my best friend.
When is the time to be a selfish idiot?
Well, judging by my list of it.
Well, be a fool. I'll use the pipe. I'll meet you at the dam if you make it.
What's the point of her going without him? And if she could go without him, why wasn't she already there?
Why did she even bother hanging out?
I guess she was just down there to tell him to go up here.
She knew how to stay safe.
I had to wait for my entire exposition dialogue.
Hey, Pt4, how you doing?
Hey! Long time no see. Hope you had a happy and safe holiday, Pi.
Saying holiday pie reminds me of, I was listening to the radio and there was a commercial and I don't remember what it was for, but someone on the commercial said that she was going to put a particular item on her holiday list for sure. I can understand saying holiday party if you don't want to distinguish between Christmas and New Year's or whatever, or you may want to, but there's no other holiday that you create a list of gifts. surely, right?
What do you mean? There's Christmas and Hanukkah, and people in the former Soviet Union give presents for New Year's.
Kwanzaa.
So that's like, 3 right off the bat, and I didn't even have to think about it. I mean,
Yeah.
First of all,
sure, the internet will give you some more answers. Pi says, yeah, it's going well. You too. I haven't been around for a while. You've been streaming recently, I guess. Yeah, we've got a few out there. If you check out the channel, you can see some of our latest.
We try to do
Divinity.
Yeah, with Divinity and this, and a little Destiny.
Yep.
Iris.
We're trying to wrap up some things, and this is taking a lot longer than I anticipated. But still, I want to see this to fruition, because this is definitely
because of all
one
the birds.
Interesting ones. Yeah, it's getting a little repetitive with the birds. I'm getting bored with the birds. Let's move beyond the birds, shall we? Right now they're not threatening. They're just a nuisance.
Have you guys ever played a video game where there's been flying enemies that have not been anything but a nuisance?
Yeah, Halo 2.
Halo 2 is the example I'm thinking of where they're
the
confirmed
buggers, they were lethal.
only a nuisance.
No, the buggers were lethal. They were running around with plasma pistols. They were many times on Legendary.
Only
I
on
was killed
Legendary.
by those damn things.
Only on Legendary.
Yeah, but they weren't fun or engaging. It was just
they definitely were not. And I have to say, thank Lux Stars, they did not have an equivalent in Destiny.
Do we have flying enemies in Destiny? We must, right?
No,
well, not really.
Count warlocks.
Harpies?
They're more like hovering enemies.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? There aren't any flying enemies. Good.
No. Yeah. Oh no, I was glad that there weren't. Believe me, I think everyone got sick of the buggers after quite a while.
But I hate flying enemies in Borderlands and well, really any game. I've never not hated flying enemies.
Cliff freezers.
Yep, there you go.
Lackitude.
There you go. There's actually the best example.
Wow, that fire went out quick.
The crash site looked bad, but as far as I could tell, the wreck was empty.
Oh, Pion4 says, yeah, I can't stick around, but I wanted to say you guys playing Life is Strange prompted me to try it, and I'm enjoying it. So thanks. You're very welcome, Pi.
Oh, great.
We're glad you enjoyed it.
We're going to play the sequel, too.
He says he's going to try a few of the Halloween ones as well. Yeah, some of those were pretty good. In fact, we may do... I
want to finish Frambo.
Yeah, Frambo I'm interested in, and also Inside. I guess Jilly wanted me to see the end of that one I was interested in as well.
Did everybody pull down Vermintide when it was free?
I did, yes.
Yeah, so we might do that.
I've been having a lot of fun with that.
In fact, actually, weren't we going to have one where Jilly and Ruthie were on? I thought we were going to do either Left 4 Dead or maybe Vermintide for that.
Yeah, I think Jilly called it the sibling stream. Yeah, we were going to try and get together to do that at some point.
Yeah, I mean, if you're familiar with Left 4 Dead, it plays exactly the same. So
sweet, that can be a lot of fun. Yeah, I love that drone stream we did for that. That was great. Booyah! Wow, backflip. He actually did a backflip on that. This was obviously before the Mythbusters, where they actually showed what it actually looks like when you shoot things.
You know,
which looks nothing like that.
Wake, we were ready to make like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I have a different ending in mind.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, take it easy, Pi. We'll catch you later.
I knew you'd be all right.
Yeah, bye. Thanks for watching.
The Flaming Eye of Mordor?
Laugh it up, funny man. Didn't we have somewhere to go?
Weaver will meet us at the dam.
Well, wait. You can't give him some batteries so he can have his flaming eye back? That doesn't seem very nice to Barry.
So I wonder how many Barry cosplayers out there have been.
You know, that's a good question.
Good question.
Probably thousands of unintentional ones.
Oh, man.
Is it a subtle Clark Griswold reference?
I'd have to check the fashion statements to compare, but to be honest, I couldn't say. A Hawaiian shirt, poofy red jacket, and is he still wearing shorts or are those long pants now?
I'm just really talking about the being wrapped up in Christmas lights. But
oh well, yeah.
I don't know if it is or not.
would
Like,
say
are
he's
there
wrapped.
any other examples of people wrapped in Christmas lights other than the cover of the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation DVD?
Narc's gonna check the interwebs.
Well, there you go.
Ta-da!
Wow, how about that?
See, told you. Barry cosplay. It's more like a bandolier. I wouldn't say he's wrapped in it. It's just more like a bandolier than.
Yeah, it's not as prominent. You can't really see it as well in the shot there as you can in the game.
Yeah,
I'm surprised. Yeah,
there you
somebody
go.
didn't go as
That's
a
awesome.
standee. That's a good one. That's a really good one there.
So
Barry.
surprisingly few.
Oh,
What are you talking about? There
that's
must
not
have been
exactly
10 photos there. It's a lot more
Yeah,
than
well, I
would have
expected
anticipated.
hundreds.
Nah, I don't think there are that many gaming conventions out there. Look, even on this page alone, there's got to be what?
There's the sheriff.
2 dozen. I mean,
Here's another.
Yeah.
It's the wrong colored jacket, but vest there.
Well,
but
hey,
okay.
you go with what you got.
Is anyone cosplaying as the fish on the doctor's table?
What?
I like those. I like cosplays of really obscure things.
Look, there's
that
a
no
guy
one
who's
gets.
not only cosplaying Barry, but he's got
look at
the
that.
Alan
Worked out.
standee.
That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. They got the props and
The
everything.
lights look great.
Yeah, awesome.
The flaming eye of Mordor.
Okay.
Now, the guy cosplaying as Alan Wake, though, that one's a little harder to pull off. You know, it's not a signature piece. It's very drab and plain.
Yes, you just need a tweed hoodie with patches on the elbows.
Well, no, he's wearing a hoodie. What is the hoodie on the tweed jacket?
No, I
thought
think
they
the
were separate
blaze on
clothes.
the outside of the.
Yeah,
hoodie.
yeah, that's what I thought. Those are separate.
Yeah, he's
pieces of
wearing
attire.
a blazer over the hoodie, and so
Over
the
the
hood
hoodie, yeah.
comes over the back. But come on, I mean, like, who goes out of the house looking like that? Seriously.
Well, no, but the cosplay photo you showed of somebody dressed like that, though, with a gun, he just
Yeah.
looks like a guy with a gun.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
I'd
Nobody's
sooner
gonna
go
see
out-
that on the street and say, "Oh, Alan Wake."
Cosplay aside, I'd sooner go out looking like Barry than looking like Alan.
Well, absolutely. But
Absolutely.
see, Barry is now identifiable now from this game and what he's wearing. People can recognize him. Somebody walking around looking like Alan Wake is just going to look like a schlub.
Yeah, just looks like a hipster.
I'm trying to think if I've ever gone out looking like.
What are you talking about? When do you go out?
That
That's
guy
the
threw a
point.
fish. He's got a fish.
There's more than one of them. Was that it? Are we
Nothing
safe?
moves like that. It's impossible. That was... Wow. I think we're okay.
Why I,
I think
saved the
both of you are
flashback
crazy.
for then.
You are nowhere near okay.
Let's keep our eyes open.
This town is the textbook definition of being hell and gone from anywhere remotely close to okay.
Lead the way, Al. Try not to get us killed.
Oh, I'm sorry, I've been going about this all the wrong way.
Wait, call the elevator. I'm keeping watch.
I think I hear something moving around.
Imagination.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Heads up! Here they come!
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
World's slowest elevator.
They're coming!
The world's slowest, demonically depressed fisherman.
And you had to be
size
careful there, because
throwers.
again, it selected the flare gun.
I think you're gonna have to set up a hotkey for yourself. Oh, did you get
You guys
Barry?
ever watch any of those elevator review channels on YouTube?
What?
Any of those channels that review elevators on YouTube?
No, but I did have a coworker that actually maintained the ones at the Prudential Center for 20 years.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom's a cool
Wait,
guy.
the Prudential Center's the big square building in Boston, right?
Yes, it is.
It's almost here. Just hold on.
All right, that was overkill.
I was gonna ask. That seemed kind of a waste. Quick, save Barry.
Al, hit the button.
It's all going to turn out where we're just like, you know, this whole thing is just Barry's drunk imaginings or something?
No.
We're almost there. There's an entrance into the dam at the top. What's the plan, Wake?
Well,
They're not going to go for the Super Mario Brothers 2 ending?
Yeah.
Something to fix this.
Gee.
What was the Super Mario Brothers 2 ending?
He wakes up and it was all a dream.
Zane? Seriously?
I don't remember that at all.
Bigfoot.
Oh well.
Yeah, well.
You know, it was like that season of Dallas. It was just a dream sequence.
Since we've already intimated that either Alan Wake is a character created by Zane, or the opposite of that, it's kind of redundant to make it a dream of a fictional character.
I was just waiting for a weird Night Springs type ending.
Oh, well, it does have that.
There's a button over there that opens the door.
Does the fake Rod
Another
Serling
button.
show up? Do an outro?
Yeah, the G-Man
Yeah,
shows up and
is-
then puts you into suspended animation.
Yeah, who is the bargain basement Rob Serling in this? Does he have a name?
What, you mean the Night Springs host? No, I don't think.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was just curious. Well, I mean, Rod comes out and says his name, so I was just curious if bargain basement Rod also had a name.
Oh, do I have to climb? I think I have to climb.
Oh my god.
What's crazy about the Night Springs episodes is, as far as I can tell, they all start off sounding really promising. Like that opening monologue is like,
Oh,
wow,
okay.
This is gonna be really cool.
Okay, I remember this.
And then it
You
turns
actually have to
into crap.
stay here on this panel and hold the button so they get in. And then it breaks.
Ow! Wait! What's going on? We can get to the dam through here. What's happening out there?
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Damn.
Honestly, don't remember what the way around is from. There's another way. I think it's this way.
We'll just go up.
Yeah, there we go.
You gotta be kidding me.
Really? After everything that's happened so far?
Yep, spools
You're
of
surprised.
industrial spools of wire are your greatest enemy.
Well, do you have any idea how heavy those things are?
Yep. Very.
No, it's just the fact that at this particular stage of all the things that have been happening to you, you're actually surprised at this stage.
Yeah, nothing should be surprising.
Nothing you've seen so far should be surprising you. Not to mention the fact that what's to stop the crows from like taking those pages and incorporating it into a nest or something? I mean, they just seem strewn about, left to the elements.
Well, why would they use the pages when they have sticks? Like, it's not like there
I
are
don't know.
sticks in the.
You drop a map in Monkey Island 2, and the first thing that happens to it is bird.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
See?
you're right. You're right, video game birds love maps.
Well, they just love paper. See, now this would be a great spot for a flare or a flashbang or something like that.
No. Come on. You don't need anything but batteries to defeat birds. It's a waste of ammo.
Yeah, for me it'd just be simple. Okay, here we are, top of the dam. The well-lit room.
And there's
Closes after 5. Oh, a searchlight. How convenient.
Yep.
Give me a hobby or a job.
I was ridiculously outnumbered. The searchlight could even the odds.
That seemed like such non sequiturs, though.
Well, he does this all the time for our sake, because, you know, reasons.
Well, no, I
So,
mean the
in
enemy
this-
dialogue.
Oh, well, yeah. So this is the equivalent of, you know, finding a gun turret somewhere in other games, where you can actually mow people down with a limited amount of ammo. Either that or this is the world's deadliest version of red light, green light.
Okay, that was supposed to happen.
Well, I was going to ask you, is that cutscene supposed to be longer? Or are you just skipping it?
Nope, that was all you get.
Okay, because they've done that like 2 or 3 times already.
Now you get a speedrun sequence.
Good.
Well, also with timed jumps.
Oh, I like.
Because of course there's nothing annoying about that.
I love those.
I've seen people get so stuck there. And
really
it's kind of a button mashing where you just want to keep jumping, and it gives you enough air control that you can get out of mistake when you jump on the wrong thing. Yeah.
Welcome to my well-lit elevator.
This time, I guess we didn't need to press the button. Somebody else could do it.
No, you got lucky. That's impressive, because I know how annoying some of the mechanics in this can be.
Foolish chance to take. Don't worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit room for many, many years now. There is no shadow in the well-lit room. The power is fail-safe. All the bulbs are numbered and changed regularly based on their make and model.
Right.
Barry have a flare gun?
He does.
Wow.
Yeah, he picked one up before. You didn't notice? Yes, he did.
It's an old army base at Raincoat Point, north of here. It was active during the Second World War. They operated here back then. They must have built this.
Yes, they did. It's my place now.
Eminent domain?
Since when? Yeah, exactly. Wait a minute. When did you get the deed for, post-World War II construction?
Bought it at auction.
Uh-huh.
Take it, and I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late, and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and everything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
So the answer is they're all in a fiction.
I've got my MacGuffin. Oh wow. Okay, so that is the clicker.
Yeah, and I'm muting
Alan Wake.
I'm muting the music now. So there you get the idea that
I'm trying to talk over it.
He'd been telling the story to his wife about this thing he made up, and it turns out there's a page that was written by Zane that includes this thing. So that makes you wonder whether or not like, is Alan entirely fictional? Is Alan brought to life by the thing that Zane wrote? In other words, to undo what happened to Zane when he got tempted into helping the Dark Presence because it looked like his dead friend. That kind of thing.
I don't know. It's twisted so far that I can't quite wrap my brain around it this early in the morning without breakfast. So I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
kind of taking everything as read at the moment.
That's the end of the 5th episode. The 6th is the last in the game. Do we want to call this here and finish next week, or do we want to try and push on to the next?
My
I
vote's
don't know.
finished next week.
Next week?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we'll finish up here then. And
all right, so
we'll
thanks
finish.
everyone for watching. We certainly hope that you get a chance to tune in next week when we can finish the exciting conclusion of Alan Wake right here on Rampancy.net. I am Blackstar along with Nargajan, Mal, and Funkmon. Hopefully
Hi.
at some point we're going to be doing a little bit more Destiny, as well as a couple random titles that we got coming up. But yeah, you can check out this series' conclusion on Sundays right here on Rampancy.net. Thank you all for watching, and we hope that you will catch us all next time.
Thanks for watching. See you guys later.